Well, holy sweet mercy, we have a Trump situation again. So, funny thing is, just yesterday I did a video about a hot new token on base called Broke on base, um, which is doing pretty good actually. But the overall market is kind of red. It's kind of red today. And the funny thing is, the reason why I mentioned that particular token, you can see here when I made that video was 700,000 and it pumped to right now it's at 1.2 million. So it's this one is doing pretty good. But when I was saying in that video, I said, this particular coin could have a 100x potential in the long term, and maybe a 10x potential in the short term. And I was like playing devil's advocate. You never know what could happen. We have other situations out there that aren't necessarily good news. We have some problems in the bond market. We have some tension with China with the trade deals because the United States isn't allowing their chip maker to sell chips in the United States and things like that. So, and I was like, you never know. The devil's advocate could say that you could, tomorrow morning we could wake up and the entire market could be tanking, right? It could be everything could be in the red, and there we go. So, yeah, good prediction right there, Mr. Devil or Devil's Advocate. But yeah, I mean, we had stuff going on with Bitcoin. It fell a little bit, and then of course everything else started going down with Bitcoin as usual, as that usually happens. But Trump is out there saying that he wants some calling for 50% tariffs on the EU. He's saying things like the only reason why the EU was ever created was to challenge the United States on trade and blah blah blah. Well, this guy, he has the ability to pump the market or just tank the market with just a single tweet. So you never know what can happen day to day with him. And this is like out of left field because we're over here thinking about what this tariffs that are, well, the negotiations that are happening and need to conclude by July to make that 90-day pause and so on. I think we have something coming out, the trade deal coming out with India in the next 10 days or so. And there's a couple dozen more deals that are heading out. But this is, Trump is starting to talk again. And you can see the markets are affected. It's not only this, it's like Apple becomes Trump's latest target in trade war, threatening 25% on iPhones. Now, basically what Trump is saying that any iPhones that are created outside of the United States are going to have a tariff on it, which is kind of strange. I mean, this is like, I have to admit, I support Trump and what he's doing. I like his strategies. I like what he does to make deals, but this is like downright strange. Targeting companies, not countries, for a tariff. And even more weird, what gets even more strange is that he's not doing the same thing for He's not talking about Samsung he's saying Samsung is free, right? iPhone's biggest competitor is Samsung, right? And so any Samsung phones that are made outside the United States are not going to get a tariff. So this right here is really strange. So I don't know what is going on. But other than that, I want to say that in general, you could probably expect a relatively red weekend for this weekend. In summers in general, you get people saying, oh, they made a couple $100 or, whatever, a couple $1,000, whatever it means. They want to go away for the weekend and they just cash out. So that happens in the summers, and it was especially for Memorial Day weekend. So this is a holiday here in the U.S., so we have a 3-day weekend. People sometimes even take another day off and so on, and they go sit and chill and just go on a quick vacation or something like that. And not only that, so you not only have people cashing out, you have other people, both retail and Wall Street alike. They're not really doing anything this weekend. They just want to relax. So, it's like you have less buys as well, which would make the markets go red. And along with this other news that came out, so we got this going on. But you have to be careful. You gotta get yourself a strategy. get a game plan, be vigilant, because, you know, some whales might just swoop in and take advantage of this, looking at these deals like a hawk, and we might see some pumps. So just be vigilant if you're not chilling, and keep trading, keep making that money, get a game plan, buy some of this red, or you can buy, sell on the green. If you see anything pumping, sell on the green, and then buy something else that's dumping. And just other than that, click that like button, click that subscribe button. And if you need help with crypto, if you want to learn how to trade, you want to see what I'm doing, you want to see how I'm buying, what I'm buying, when I'm buying, what I'm using to buy, and things like that, and all this other stuff we got going on in my community, go click that link in the description below, Crypto Rich. We got a lot of stuff going on. Or just join any other community. It always helps to be in a community and to have that type of support, that type of help from other people, from other members of the community that might, push you in the right direction and so on. You don't want to do it with one of those free communities. I hear some stories out there recently about people talking in these free forums and Reddit and stuff like that, and they get some really, really stupid advice. So yeah, don't do that. But anyway, that's enough for now. Have a good weekend. I am going to be maybe doing a live stream tonight. I don't know, but we'll see. And other than that, I'm probably going to be chilling a little bit, but I'll catch you later, guys.